Just want to go live real quick in between this crazy rainstorm. Look at my friends all kind of bundled up. Say hi. They're all bundled up saying, "Get me out of here." But anyway, it's been raining like crazy. Let me flip the camera around. You see how saturated this ground is. But anyway, what I want to do is I just want to make kind of like a second part of the last live I did. And let me just climb. I got to climb over this fence every time. This fence is here to keep the chickens out. But anyway, I just want to make a second part of the live I just did the other day. And it was about, like, I had 3 different frost warnings. And the first one wasn't too bad. Everything was fine. And the tomatoes, everything. The second one actually kind of didn't do too well with my tomatoes, my tomato plants. The vines, I had a lot of Roma tomatoes. The vines started getting pretty burnt up, and some of the tomatoes actually started browning a little bit. So anyway, long story short is I harvested them all, and I just kind of like tore out all the plants. I'll show you. This is where I had quite a few left. It looks like nothing. It's just basically what I use as a ground cover. You know, some old straw that you know, I use that to keep the ground really moist, and it's going to actually go really good for next year. This old you could keep using this old straw, like I said in the very beginning of the season, not to use hay but use straw. But anyway, this gets, like, you know, holds the water and moisture in really good all summer long. Here we're going into winter, and it actually keeps the nutrients in the ground pretty well too. But anyway, if you notice, there's not a lot of weeds, and that was like another big thing. You got a little patches here and there, but this is kind of towards the end of the season. And I got my pitiful little zucchini plants here, not doing so well. And I still actually have some pepper plants here, believe it or not. I harvest a lot of my peppers, and then I did pull out my zinnias. I had tons of zinnias here, but I noticed the birds, I just stepped in a puddle. The, what do you call it? The bees stopped coming, and I'm just kind of, yeah, there's still a couple little, let me just come over here real quick. But if you notice, like, see this pepper here? It's getting a little browning on there. A lot of that's from, like, the cold weather. It doesn't like that cold weather. And then it kind of matures it too fast. I don't know if there's any more out here. I feel like I've seen oh, here's one. Here's actually a really nice one here. But yeah, look, that's from the weather. All right, prime example. So the frost came, and basically what it does is, this must have been the top part that was exposed to the weather. Oh no, excuse me, it's probably the under part that was on towards the ground, where it would stay colder longer, and the sun probably was hitting this side where it actually warmed it up enough. But anyway, this is what frost does, and this is why you want to, you know, you get frost. You want to kind of take precautions. And long story short is, I missed this one, but I'm actually glad, so I could show you guys exactly what happens to your vegetables or your fruit when you don't harvest them before frost. And believe it or not, I'm just going to throw this one down because it's still good though. But look at these flowers actually made it. These are all peppers. You see, I still have some. Let me see what's on here. Oh yeah, so some peppers here. But you notice the leaves are starting to get weird looking and kind of rusted over. See, this branch just broke off, but look at this jalapeno, little baby jalapeno. Got a cubanelle here. But anyway, this actually has frost damage on it too. It's kind of like, you can't really see it in the camera, but it looks like it's been in a jar, kind of pickled. You know, it gets that little soft feeling. But anyway, that's what a frost does. So the whole point of this whole live is to show you what's under the cover. So my last live, if you watched it, it said frost warnings. I covered this up, and I wanted just to come back to you, you know, a day. I don't think it's, I think it's like a week ago. Look at my cilantro though. Look how beautiful the cilantro is. And basically with the frost, it wasn't able to settle on top of the plant and make destruction, like damage. It would have, these are lettuce, you know, romaine lettuce. These would have definitely been fine. My beets are over here. A lot of these are hardy, you know, as far as like the weather goes. Get this old zinnia here. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I got some fennel. Fennel is very good in salad. And then over there, some carrots and some more beets. Zoom in a little bit. See the beets. The beets are actually looking pretty good. And all the those are all carrots too. So anyway, oh look, I got a tomato plant too. And then if you're wondering what all these things are, these are actually flowers. And look at all this new growth on it. It feels so soft and fluffy, like a pillow. It's all new growth. But anyway, all these, they look like weeds to you guys, but I actually give them to the chickens. The chickens love all this ground cover. You know, this stuff here is called lemon balm. And it is like you use it as a ground cover. It kind of grows like a weed. Here's also some clover. Chickens like that too. But anyway, the main things I wanted to show you how nice, healthy. Look how brand new growth on that right there. Look at these nice, beautiful romaines. Let me see. Let me come over here and let me pick a couple romaines off of here. Sorry about the camera. I wasn't aiming it correctly. Let me see. I gotta work on my camera skills here. Apologize. But I'll show you who does like this. And this is why I grow this stuff now. I mean, we like to consume it too. But hop over this fence. We really enjoy the fresh lettuce as well. But the chickens do too. And it's very healthy for them. Since it's like, I'll show the grass. It's kind of, I was doing a little project there with the wood, but a lot of the grass is not growing back now because it's that time of season. So, all right, girls. They see what's in my hand. I don't want to open the door because they'll come running out, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to, let's see if I can get this in there successfully. There it is. I'll give them more. But anyway, the whole point of this live was to show you it is important to cover your gardens the stuff that you want to last a little longer, and it really extends your season. And maybe while I'm at it, I'll just show you the construction of it again. Let's see here. So basically, this is just white electrical tape. That's joining that section together there, but this is a T. And this T right here is basically, this is 1/2 inch PVC. So going into here is 1/2 inch. And this end and this end is 3/4 inch. And the reason why is what I do is before I attach it to the ground there, I slide this T up right here into a spot I want. So if I took the screw off right here, I could actually take this and move it adjustable. And what that does is it gives us strength here because it's 1/2 inch. It's adjustable because it's 3/4 inch over a 1/2 inch. So basically just this whole T slides up or down. And wherever I want it, I screw it in right on the side there. And then coming across to this rib, I just basically tie that off with some electrical tape because electrical tape holds up to UV pretty well. Same thing on that one. Oh, look. Poblano. Oh, look at that. Same thing. That's the damage I was talking about from the... This is the damage from frost. See how it's like burnt looking? Exactly. I mean, that's a bug, but the rest of this is burnt from frost. And this was on the side that doesn't really get much sun because it was like this when I picked it. And this side over here is the side that gets the east sun. So this is kind of like the west, south, northwest. So, it's a shame I missed that one. But anyway, that one joint right there is same thing. It's tape. You could use zip ties too, but I think tape's better. And the same thing, I got that T on the other side there. And it basically does the same thing on the top one. So I have one on the top, one here, and then it goes down to the middle. And I just have this little brace here holding it on. And I would suggest using these outdoor screws, the deck screws, because these deck screws work so much better. Oh, I gotta go check on the chickens. They're going haywire. But anyway, I'm really glad to make this. It was just been crazy rain today, flooding everywhere. Here in New Jersey, zone 7. Let me clean off the camera here. Sorry about that. So anyway, you know, I'm happy to make this live for you guys, and hopefully this helped you out. And, you know, just if you have any questions, just write it down in the comments. I love answering the comments, and helping out as much as I can, because that's why I made this channel, to help out just the average person grow their own food and live healthy and just enjoy the abundance of growing their own food. And someday I have a chicken channel too. It's called Chicken Manzo. I usually put it down in the description. You can check out my chicken channel too. But anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, how do you shut this thing off? I think you hit X, right? All right, have a good one.